Well, hello and welcome back to the Third Man Cricket Show. And we have a very happy Punjab fan and a very dejected Mumbai fan. तो अक्षत के लिए तो भाई ये तो नॉर्मल है और राइट नाउ आई थिंक ये गर्वित के लिए भी काफी नॉर्मल है. सो गर्वित पाजी तुसी ते एकदम बड़े खुश लग रहा है मैनू. थोड़ा थोड़ा करो, बताओ यार. अभी पंजाब की टीम के बारे में बताओ. इतनी बढ़िया टीम है, इतनी बढ़िया बैटिंग करी है पहले स्टार्टिंग में, तो बताओ. ऑल योर्स.
देखो, being a Punjab Kings fan, I would share the infamous phrase, never be happy before the 20th over when you are a Punjab Kings fan. The match can end on the last ball. There can be 20 runs needed of the last two balls and Punjab Kings can still find a way to lose. We still have Odin Smith left to bowl, so you can't say anything.
देख घर में तूने बता दिया कि जब तक 20वीं बॉल नहीं डालते तब तक होप्स नहीं रखने का पंजाब से. अक्षत, जब तक 20वीं बॉल होती है तू मुंबई से होप रखेगा क्या? मेरे को पहले ये बता.
आज तो लग रहा है कि 20वीं बॉल तक जाएगा कि नहीं, वही सबसे बड़ा सवाल है. Because already power play में 2 wickets down, the main pillars Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan have gone. It's all over to like Pollard, Suryakumar Yadav, Devol Brevis and everyone. So yeah, but obviously like the game is not over until the last ball is bowled. So hope for the best.
बट कौन दे रहा है तेरे को अभी होप? मेरे को बता. देख, मुंबई में ना वैसी बैट्समैन अपन गिन चुन के ना, मैं जयदेव उनादकत को मेरे को बैट्समैन गिनना पड़ रहा है. ये नौबत आ गई. ठीक है, मैं ईशान किशन, रोहित शर्मा, तिलक वर्मा, सूर्य कुमार यादव, डेवॉल्ट ब्रेविस, कायरन पोलार्ड. ठीक है, अब ना ये टीम में टिम डेविड है. मुझे अब तक नहीं समझ में आ रहा कि टिम डेविड के साथ क्या चल रहा है मुंबई का. और 8वें नंबर पे आता है जयदेव उनादकत बैटिंग करने. तो आई थिंक उसके नीचे एम अश्विन, बुमराह, बेसिल तंबी. तो मतलब बैटिंग खत्म है यार. मतलब 5-6 बैट्समैन के अलावा बैट्समैन नहीं हो, तुम में पोलार्ड रन नहीं बना रहे. तो बहुत बड़ा वरी है. क्या लगता है इसके बारे में?
होप तो सबका भी एक ही होगा, सूर्य कुमार यादव. ऑब्वियसली लाइक ही इज बीन इन फैंटास्टिक टच लास्ट 2 मैचेस, 2 हाफ सेंचुरीज. ऐसे सिचुएशंस में से कैसे गेम निकालना उनको बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आता है. एंड द बिग मैन Karen Pollard, we know that he can win it for Mumbai Indians. I know he's not in the ideal touch right now for Mumbai Indians. He's not finishing off and even getting some criticism. So I hope that it's the Pollard show today.
यार देख, पता है क्या, पोलार्ड शो ना बहुत देखा मुंबई फैंस ने, और मैंने भी बहुत देखा है अपन ने. तो बट एक बात पता है क्या है कि वो जो लाइनअप थी ना, उसमें देयर वाज हार्दिक पांड्या, देयर वाज कुणाल पांड्या. ठीक है, देयर वाज वन ऑफ दीज गाइज लाइक सूर्य कुमार यादव बैटिंग टिल द एंड. सो सिचुएशन पूरी उल्टी हो गई. मतलब पूरी 360 डिग्री घूमी है कि यार पोलार्ड के ऊपर अभी सारा प्रेशर है. तो इसके बाद भी तुझे लग रहा है कि ये प्रेशर ले के चक्कर में पोलार्ड हैव कितने इनिंग्स दिए अब तक? वो केकेआर का 8 बॉल 22 रन अगर मैं हटा दूं तो देन दैट इज 0 आउट ऑफ 4. मतलब एक भी नॉक नहीं खेली उसने ढंग की.
मतलब उस पे पोलार्ड पे बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर तो है क्योंकि उसके नीचे कोई बैट्समैन नहीं है देखने जाए तो. सो ही हैज टू प्ले विद रिस्पांसिबिलिटी एंड ही हैज टू गाइड द टीम टू द विक्ट्री एज वेल. एंड नॉट लूजिंग द विकेट, रिमेनिंग नॉट आउट इज अ बिग थिंग. सो आज अभी देखते हैं if he has like Surya Kumar Yadav on the other end or like Devol Brevis or Tilak Verma on the other end, then he might just go all out because उसको पता है कि सामने जो है वो anchor करेगा inning. So if that's the scenario, then I think that Pollard can win it for MI, but it's still very tough and in favor of Punjab Kings right now.
या बट फिर तेरे को ये नहीं लगता कि यार अभी टिम डेविड को फिर क्यों बाहर रखा है? जब आपने पोलार्ड को 6 नंबर पे खिलाया है, आप 7-8 पे हार्दिक कुणाल को खिलाते थे, तो क्या लगता है मतलब टिम डेविड को बाहर रखने का रीजन क्या है तेरे हिसाब से? क्या लग रहा है तेरे को?
टिम डेविड मुझे भी लॉजिकल रीजन मुझे नहीं समझ रहा है क्योंकि 2 bad innings and you've like got him for like 8.25 or 8.75 CR. It's a big signing for Mumbai Indians. We know that he can smash the ball all around the park. Uski qualities और सब हमें पता है, but it's just that he failed the 2 matches and maybe MI just lost the trust in him. I don't think so. It would be like that because MI is known for backing their players very well. So maybe AB को try करना चाह रहा है because I don't think that Pollard is going like Pollard को लोग बाहर करेंगे out of the playing 11 because he's even a medium pacer. So the 6th bowling option is Pollard. So the ideal replacement, if Devol Brevis fails a couple of times, then I do see Tim David coming in the 11.
एक अपन ने तो बात कर ली, चल ठीक है, मुंबई की बैटिंग लाइनअप की। एक जो सामने जो टीम खेल रही है पंजाब की, उनकी बैटिंग लाइनअप बहुत ही खतरनाक है, ठीक है मेरे हिसाब से। 8वें नंबर पे कगिसो रबाड़ा आता है, गर्वित इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग। तो वो बंदे भी छक्के मार सकता है आगे। अपने मुंबई के 8वें नंबर पे आ रहे हैं, कौन आ रहा है यार, कौन सा बॉलर आ रहा है ये बताओ, एम अश्विन आ रहे हैं, ठीक है। और 9 नंबर पे राहुल चहर आ रहे हैं पंजाब के लिए, जिसने बहुत अच्छी अच्छी हिट्स मारी है, अभी क्रूशल हिट्स मारी है। तो बैटिंग डेप्थ इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन द T20 गेम गर्मित, और आई थिंक पंजाब हैज डन रियली वेल इन सॉर्टिंग दैट आउट, जो पिछले सालों में नहीं था। म्यूट पे है गर्मित।
आई वाज सेइंग कि पिछले बहुत साल से हमारे पास नंबर 7 था नहीं। हम जायस जैक्सन को नंबर 7 पे ट्राई कर लिया, हमने क्रिस जॉर्डन तक को 7 पे खिला लिया। तो फाइनली हमारे पास 7 नंबर है, तो थोड़ा लेट्स नॉट गेट टू मच इन आवर हैप्पीनेस एंड गेट ऑन द 7th moon. Let's just hope that Punjab Kings can go on with this, because we had a number 7 in the past, but फिर भी हम हरप्रीत बरार को नंबर 6 पुश कर देते थे। फेबियन एलन तो है, थोड़ी बैटिंग कर लेते हैं, नंबर 4 खेल ले तो तो है, ये रही है हमारे साथ प्रॉब्लम। तो हमारे पास पहले दीपक हुड्डा होता था, तब भी हम फेबियन एलन को नंबर 4 खिलाते थे। सो आई एम नॉट गेटिंग टू ऑप्टिमिस्टिक राइट नाउ।
देख, ये बात तो सही है कि तो अभी अभी जमीन पे रखे तूने अपने पैर की, यार टेंशन है, क्योंकि पोलार्ड ने जो पंजाब के साथ किया है वो तो अभी तक भूला नहीं है, तेरे चेहरे से मेरे को अभी तक दिख रहा है, ठीक है। तो स्कोर बता दे, 6 ओवर 43 फॉर 2। ओडियन स्मिथ बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं, रोहित शर्मा इज आउट, ईशान किशन इज आउट, डेवाल्ड ब्रेविस एंड तिलक वर्मा आर प्लेइंग। 199 टारगेट है भाई, बहुत रन बनाने हैं, 150 के ऊपर रन बनाने हैं 14 ओवर में। तो आई थिंक वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट टास्क फॉर मुंबई बैटर्स, बट नॉट इम्पॉसिबल। जैसे कि गर्वित ने कहा और जैसे अक्षत ने कहा कि पोलार्ड शो आ जाए आज, तो तभी कुछ चांस है, वरना तो बड़ा मुश्किल लग रहा है, क्योंकि बैटिंग बहुत बहुत वीक है मुंबई की आज। और इसी से सवाल आता है कि टिम डेविड और मेरेडिथ का सिलेक्शन क्यों नहीं हो रहा टीम में, ठीक है। टिमाल मिल्स यस अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहा है, बट टिमाल मिल्स इज वेरी वेरी अनप्रिडिक्टेबल, ठीक है मेरे हिसाब से। यस वो बंदा विकेट ले गया होगा, 100 में अच्छे खासे विकेट ले लिए होंगे, उसने अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहा होगा, बट आईपीएल में हमने देखा है कि बीबीएल का अच्छा बॉलर डैनियल सैम्स यहाँ पे 1 ओवर में 35 रन खाता है, और ऐसा नहीं कि एक मैच में, 2-3 मैच में खा चुका है। तो आई थिंक टिमाल मिल्स इज ही द राइट पार्टनर फॉर जसप्रीत बुमराह। पहले गर्वित तू एज अ ऑपोजिट मतलब ऑपोजिशन फैन बता कि तेरे को ट्रेंट बोल्ट अभी चाहिए होता कि टिमाल मिल्स तेरे को प्रेफर करेगा, बता मेरे को फेस करने के लिए।
ट्रेंट बोल्ट से आप कंपेयर करोगे तो Timal Mills is not on the same level, but I'm a huge admirer of someone like Timal Mills, because I've seen him improve as a player for years. Like I've seen him bowl in the death. He used to bowl 3 overs in the death. I remember the only variation he had was the back of the hand slower one, and he just used that 24 out of 24 balls, even in the power play. And now I've seen him evolve. Like he's hitting the deck sometimes, even though he's getting hit, but he's still trying to improve day by day. So
Yeah.
I think he should get all 14 matches, if not all 14, at least 12 matches, and I think he'll prove his mettle.
या क्योंकि अभी तक कुछ ऐसा खास वो नहीं दिखा है कि यार टिमाल मिल्स तो बहुत बढ़िया भाई है, यस विकेट्स लिए हैं बट एक्सपेंसिव भी काफी है अक्षत। तो कमिंग टू अनदर प्लेयर, ओवरसीज प्लेयर जो खेल रहा है और जिसपे अभी लग रहा है कि मुंबई काफी धावा बोलने वाली है ये सीजन, डेवाल्ड ब्रेविस। अमोग इज सेइंग दैट Braves is trying to hit the ball too hard and not time it, and I think I kind of agree with him. थोड़ा इमोशंस में बह गए, ऐसा लग रहा है कि अभी ज्यादा रन बनाने तो मैं हर बॉल घुमा सकता हूँ, और अभी शायद वही कर रहे हैं वो। तो दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच आई वुड लाइक टू नो अबाउट फ्रॉम यू कि डेवाल्ड ब्रेविस यस इज अ फ्यूचर प्रोस्पेक्ट, बट डू यू थिंक सूर्य कुमार यादव जो इतने गन फॉर्म में है, उसके ऊपर आना डेवाल्ड ब्रेविस तिलक वर्मा का सेंसिबल था क्या डिसीजन?
आज अकॉर्डिंग हेलो
बोल
आज अकॉर्डिंगली आई फील दैट सूर्य कुमार यादव को ऊपर आना चाहिए था, क्योंकि वो इनिंग्स को थोड़ा अच्छे से खेलते, एंड इंस्टेड ऑफ लाइक मुझे लगता है कि either of them will lose the wicket, will lose in the sense they will throw the wicket, क्योंकि वो लोग अभी भी immature है थोड़े, and playing in IPL at such a big stage, you need a cool and calm head. So I think that Surya Kumar Yadav has got the experience, so I think that he would have been the ideal one to step at number 3 and not Deval Brevis or Tilak Verma.
लगता है क्या तेरे को कि इंडियन टीम में जो 5 नंबर पे सूर्य कुमार यादव खेलने वाले हैं उसकी प्रैक्टिस अभी से करनी चालू कर दी है कि भाई कुछ भी हो जाए, सिचुएशन 0 for 4 हो जाए तभी आएगा सूर्य कुमार यादव, वरना नहीं आएगा बैटिंग करने। ऐसा ऐसा लग रहा है। तो गर्वित क्या लग रहा था, मतलब मेरे को और कुछ रीजन समझ नहीं आ रहा कि सूर्य कुमार यादव को 5 नंबर पे खिलाने का, मतलब 3 डाउन आने का मतलब सूर्य कुमार यादव का क्या क्या रीजन है, क्या लग रहा है तेरे को, बता।
देखो, पहले तो मुझे लग रहा है कि आपका पॉइंट एकदम सही है। सेकंड ऑफ ऑल, डेवॉल ब्रेविस का जो उन्होंने अंडर 19 अभी यंग है, अंडर 19 में ऐसे ही पोजीशन पे खेल रहे हैं 3-4, तो उनको वहीं पे खिलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। फिर भी यू कैन ब्रिंग द आर्ग्यूमेंट कि सूर्य कुमार को 4 पे खिला सकते हैं, पर यू नो कि इंडिया में वो नंबर 5 खेलने वाला है। रोहित शर्मा इज द इंडियन कैप्टन, सो ही नोज हाउ टू यूटिलाइज हिज प्लेयर्स, so he's gonna make him practice at number 5 because so that he is ready for the upcoming World Cup.
या
That's
काइंड ऑफ अग्री, यही एक रीजन है। मेरे को पता क्या लग रहा है, मुंबई की ना स्ट्रैटेजी काफी सिंपल लगी मेरे को। अभी थोड़ा अगर बैठ के सोचे ना अपन लोग कि मुंबई ने ये क्या किया है ऑक्शन में, अब पता है ऐसा लग रहा है कि भाई कुछ तो ढंग का किया है ऑक्शन में, जिससे कि पता चल जाए कि जो अच्छे प्लेयर्स हैं और यंग प्लेयर्स हैं उनको रख लो एंड लेट ऑल ऑफ देम गो। ठीक है, तो इसी से अपन एक आगे बढ़ेंगे, एक बात करेंगे कि कौन सा प्लेयर मुंबई को रखना चाहिए ऑक्शन के पहले और कौन सा रिलीज करना चाहिए। सर बहुत अर्ली है टूर्नामेंट में, बट मुंबई हैव नो प्लान्स राइट नाउ। ऐसा लग रहा है उनको देखे कि एक्सपेक्टेड है कि फेबियन आइलैंड वगैरह लोग आएंगे टीम में खेलने, बट हो नहीं रहा वैसा। मेरिडिथ आएंगे, हो नहीं रहा वैसा। तो मुझे लग रहा है कि देयर इज समथिंग गोइंग ऑन जो हमें नहीं पता, क्योंकि जोफ्रा आर्चर यस इज कमिंग बैक नेक्स्ट सीजन, बट देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ प्लेयर्स हु डोंट डिजर्व, आई वुड से डिजर्व, बट जो मुंबई का जो डीएनए है उसमें नहीं बैठते। ठीक है, तो अपन स्टार्ट करते हैं कि करके ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक जाते हैं। ठीक है, फर्स्ट 4 तो आई थिंक दोनों मेरे से अग्री करोगे कि यस, तिलक वर्मा, ईशान किशन, रोहित शर्मा एंड सूर्य कुमार यादव ये रखने हैं।
बिल्कुल।
अग्री। चैट में भी आप हमें बताते रहिए कि आप अग्री करते हैं कि नहीं करते, इसको सेल करेंगे या रिलीज करेंगे। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट अप डेवॉल ब्रेविस, अक्षत, डू सेल हिम, डू रिलीज हिम?
No, I would keep him.
डू कीप हिम और रिलीज हिम?
I would keep him because he's an exciting player to watch, player for the future. And Mumbai Indians are known for grooming their players very well, and he can be the next superstar. So yeah, I would keep him.
गर्वित, तेरे को भी एज एज न्यूट्रल क्रिकेट फैन बताना है कि यार मुंबई की टीम डेवलप अगर करनी है तो किसको जाना चाहिए, किसको नहीं जाना चाहिए। डेवॉल ब्रेविस क्या लगता है?
सेम ओपिनियन। आई थिंक 3 करोड़ में खरीदा है, एक सीजन के लिए तो नहीं खरीदा होगा। एक सीजन में इतना कुछ डेवलप करवा नहीं पाएंगे, बट मुंबई इंडियंस, एज अक्षत सेड, इज अ टीम दैट टेंड्स टू डेवलप देयर प्लेयर्स, एंड आई थिंक 2-3 सीजन तो एटलीस्ट उनको देंगे, और आई थिंक ही कैन प्रूव आउट टू बी अ फ्यूचर स्टार।
Right. Next up, big decision, Kyron Pollard. Akshat, do you release him? Do you keep him?
आंसर नहीं करने का कोई ऑप्शन है?
नहीं ऑप्शन है। अब जेन्युइन मतलब फन बैंटर है, मतलब अभी देख, अभी तेरे को तू चाहता है कि मुंबई की टीम अच्छी बने, ठीक है, आगे जाके अगले सीजन यू वांट मुंबई टू कॉम्पीट फॉर द टाइटल, तो उसके हिसाब से बता कि तू पोलार्ड को रखेगा कि नहीं रखेगा टीम में। ये मत सोच कि भाई अभी तो रिटेन किया है, अगले साल क्यों बेचे हैं भी ऐसे।
I would sell him. I know that many MI fans would just like come and hit me if I was sitting beside them, but I would sell him because Pollard is a player जो अगर 14 से 15 मैच है, आपको 2-3 मैच वो फिनिश करके देंगे, वो इतनी क्षमता रखता है. But you know that the bowling has dipped a bit. Like Pollard, which he used to bowl in like 2010s or 12s, now like over the years we know because of age, like his bowling has dipped. So we can't call him a complete all-rounder like what Hardik Pandya is right now. But yeah, he can bowl 1 or 2 overs when needed, when like other bowlers are getting like smacked around. But to be honest, I would like, अभी हार्दिक पांड्या को देख रहा हूँ तो ऐसा लग रहा है that no, I would release Pollard. A bit too harsh on him, but I think.
Right now Pollard is 34. Next year he would be 35 and would qualify for the quota of CSK. So I would release him and let him go to CSK.
अच्छा ओके, तो सीएसके की तरफ भेजेगा बोले कि बट मुंबई तो रिलीज करेगी। चलो ठीक है, अग्री करता हूँ मैं अग्री करता हूँ कि यार रिलीज कर देना चाहिए कायरन पोलार्ड को, या तो कर देना चाहिए था, रिटेन करने की जरूरत नहीं थी मेरे हिसाब से। एंड नेक्स्ट अप एम अश्विन। अक्षत,
Release.
एम अश्विन, यू रिलीज हिम, ओके। गर्वित,
I feel like they should retain him, but while retaining him, they should look for other prospects too, some young
Right.
ones, like someone like R. Sai Kishore. I think he would be released, and I think he should be bought by Mumbai Indians. He's someone who can groom under Mahela Jayawardena and Rohit Sharma.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Basil Thampi. गर्वित पहले तू बता अभी.
Basil Thampi. This is an interesting one. Like, I want to keep him, but at the same time, I want to look at other ones. But I'm not going for the Morgan Schwinn strategy. I'm going to release him. I'm going to buy some other bowlers. Most probably someone like, I would go for Kamlesh Nagarkoti. He's a good prospect. And if I have money left for Basil Thampi, I would buy back Basil Thampi too. That is going to be my strategy.
Alright. अक्षत, बेसिल थम्पी क्या करेगा? रखेगा, बेचेगा अगर ऑप्शन मिलता है तो?
Release, because he's been like on and off lately. First match में 3 wicket मिला और आज 2 wicket मिला, but like he was very expensive, like because he was trying to bowl those yorkers in and he wasn't getting the length right. So Shah Rukh Khan just went bang on.
Yeah. अभी अपना चैट में भी जितने भी लोग जुड़े हैं ना, हम लोग ये गेम खेल रहे हैं कि मुंबई किसको रिलीज करनी चाहिए, किसको रखनी चाहिए. तो आपके भी अभी कमेंट्स बताते रहिए कि आप इन्हें रखेंगे कि रिलीज करेंगे. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट नेक्स्ट प्लेयर जयदेव उनाडकट. अक्षत.
Release. No, because like I'm not saying because of the form, like Mumbai ka fast bowling lineup देख के नहीं बोल रहा, because there are better fast bowlers out there. So like, why not try them who are like much younger? Yeah. So I'm just like, it's not only about the player, but you should also like उनको बाकी ये जो bowlers है, obviously you have to see them as well. So I think that others would come out better instead of an cut.
Yeah. And on that note, थोड़ा मैच के बारे में बात करते हैं. डेवल ब्रेविस अभी थोड़े पगला से गए. 2 बॉल में 2 6 मार दिए, एक चौका भी जड़ दिया है. मुंबई 80 for 2. क्या बोल रहा है?
102 मीटर का छक्का मारा है रिसेंट वाला.
102 मीटर का छक्का मारा राहुल चार को स्वीप करके. तो बेबी एबी वाला जो नाम है वो तो अभी प्रॉपर्ली बैठ रहा है फिलहाल. कितने टाइम तक चलता है, दैट इज द थिंग.
राहुल जहार ने शॉर्ट बॉल डाली ओवर मिड विकेट, गॉन.
So that's 3 in a row. Deval Brevis 38 of 20. भाई बाउंसर डाली थी लिटरली राहुल चार ने. तो भाई अभी लग रहा है मुंबई थोड़ी ग्रूव में आ गई है, बट
फ्रस्ट्रेशन.
फ्रस्ट्रेशन. नेक्स्ट अप एक अपन बात करें. चलो पहले एक सुपर चैट ले लेते हैं. जे का जे they saying Garvit, do you stick with Bairstow at 3 or do you feel Rajapaksa needs to come back? Do you think if Johnny plays it should open and Mayank at number 3?
I think Mayank should bat at number 3 and Bairstow should open. But I think Rajapaksa should come back too and bat at 4, because Livingston should finish. According to me, he will suit that role better. And Rajapaksa should come back for someone like Odean Smith, and you can bring someone like Raj Baba or maybe even Rishi Dhawan for the 6th bowling option.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Coming back to जो हम कर रहे थे प्लेयर रिलीज रिटेंशन वाला जो हम डिसाइड कर रहे थे आपस में. नेक्स्ट प्लेयर काफी इजी है भाई. So that's 4 in a row. 4 in a row by Deval Brevis. 44 of 21. और बहुत बढ़िया सी स्माइल आ गई है डेवल ब्रेविस के चेहरे पे कि यार ये तो बहुत इजी है यार गेम. ये तो बड़ा इजी गेम है. तो मुंबई का भी ग्रास में ही है. एग्जैक्टली 4 6 6 6 6. भाई 5 बॉल में कितने 28 रन जड़ दिए और राहुल चार के पहले ओवर में चले गए 29 रन. तो बहुत महंगा पड़ा है. और उसी के साथ टाइम आउट ले लिया पंजाब ने कि उन्हें पता है कि टाइम आउट ले लिया, मतलब टाइम आउट हो गया, 9 ओवर हो गए. तो इंटरेस्टिंग टाइम पे आया टाइम आउट पंजाब के, क्योंकि दे वांट अ विकेट नाउ. क्योंकि डेवल ब्रेविस ऐसे चलते रहे तो शायद एबी डिविलियर्स खुद आके अभी स्टेडियम में ताली बजाएंगे उनके लिए. गर्वित भाई थोड़ा कंट्रोल करना बस. आज ऐसा मोहित भाई कह रहे हैं आपको, ठीक है. Aditya Srivastava says yes, 4 in a row. Yes, brilliant. Harshal is saying Deval Brevis has announced himself. Yes, hopefully for MI fans, I think he has announced himself to the big stage. और चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं दोबारा. किस पे आएंगे अभी अपन आगे? बात कर लिया अपन ने. चलो डैनियल सैम्स. अक्षत, डैनियल सैम्स, do you keep him, do you release him?
I don't think this because everyone like, it's obviously release is of his poor form. That's it. Like सबको पता है Daniel Sams पे सब गुस्सा है because not living up to the expectations. So release.
Yeah. Garvit, Daniel Sams,
I
do you
would
keep him? Do
also
you release him?
I would also release him, but I would like to contradict Akshat's point that it has just been 2 matches. I know that giving 35 runs in an over is absolutely horrible, but Daniel Sams एक level का player है यार. I think we should give him some more time. एक दो और games शायद दे दे मुंबई को, and I think कि थोड़ा सा वो prove करके दिखा सकते हैं कि why he was bought at a high price.
Yeah, interesting, good point of view. Next up जसप्रीत बुमराह, यार बड़ा इजी है, पता है दोनों रखने वाले उसको, तो
नहीं
उसकी तो
यार, मैं
बात
तो
नहीं
रिलीज
करेंगे.
कर
हाँ, क्या बोल रहे हैं?
मैं तो रिलीज कर रहा हूँ यार.
अच्छा, क्यों?
पंजाब में आ रहा हूँ.
पंजाब में आ जाए बस, फिर तो आगे बढ़ना चाहिए हमें. नेक्स्ट अप और कौन खेला यार मुंबई के लिए इस बार? फेबियन एलन, पहले अभी तो चल मैच खेले नहीं है, बट फिर भी हम बात कर लेते हैं. चल ठीक है, अभी यहाँ पे अपन रोकते हैं क्योंकि यही प्लेयर्स है जो खाली खेल चुके हैं मुंबई के लिए. और कौन खेले हैं? और रमनदीप सिंह कुछ कर नहीं पाए पिछले मैच में, बट स्टिल व्हाट डू यू थिंक अक्षत?
I haven't seen much of him, so I can't say because I haven't seen much of him. मैंने देखा ही नहीं है उनको.
आई थिंक प्रेटी मैच तुम लोग कह रहे हो कि 4-5 प्लेयर्स को छोड़ के, मैक्स 6 प्लेयर्स को छोड़ के, जो भी फर्स्ट स्टार्टर्स है मुंबई के ये सीजन, उन सबको रिलीज कर देना चाहिए. एम राइट?
Yes.
उसमें आते हैं एम अश्विन आते हैं, बेसल थम्पी आते हैं, टिमाल मिल्स आते हैं, डैनियल सैम्स आ गए, आई थिंक एम अश्विन भी आ गए, तो 5 तो यही हो गए जो खेल ही रहे हैं. तो आई थिंक यस, प्रेटी मच सम्स अप की मुंबई क्या करने की ट्राई कर रही है. मुझे लग रहा है कि यही स्ट्रैटेजी रही है ये साल ऑक्शन में, कि जो अच्छा कर जाएगा उसको रख लेंगे एंड लेट all of the others go and maybe start afresh with a young core. So I think that is the strategy behind Mumbai Indians this season. But they're not of the game जो अभी चल रहा है उसमें से तो बाहर नहीं हुए अभी तक. 92 for 2, 9 overs. Deval Brevis is on 44 of 21. Tilak Verma is of 15 on 10. So clearly, I think Mumbai के पास momentum, and that is what Sports Unfiltered is saying that yes, Mumbai have the momentum. Punjab were 90 for 9 at the same stage. Mumbai 92 for 2, but the Mumbai batting depth, that is the big worry for Mumbai Indians. Akshat, 4 विकेट है, बाउंड्री मारी थी, क्या बात है. तिलक वर्मा ने पहली बॉल पे बाउंड्री मार दी है वैभव अरोड़ा की. So this is turning out to be a great game. कितना चाहिए? 103 रन चाहिए 65 बॉल्स में, तो आराम से बन सकते हैं यार. क्या लगता है गर्वित, कुछ बोलेगा? कि मैच कौन जीतेगा? चल प्रेडिक्शन, अर्ली प्रेडिक्शन एक लेते हैं, बाद में दोबारा ले लेंगे. चल बीच में अर्ली प्रेडिक्शन ले लेते हैं. ये तेरे को क्या लग रहा है, ये मैच कौन जीत रहा है?
क्या बोलूं यार, मैं पंजाब बोलूंगा पंजाब हार जाएगी, मुंबई बोलूंगा पंजाब हार जाएगी.
कुछ भी बोल ले, तेरे को जिसको जिताना है उसका नाम ले ले.
पंजाब जिता दो फिर.
हो गया अक्षत. न्यूट्रल मतलब तू ये मत बता कि यार तू मुंबई फैन है, मेरे को लग रहा है हम तो आराम से जीत जाएंगे, बट क्या लग रहा है कितना डीप जा रहा है ये गेम में? मेरे को लग रहा है काफी डीप जाने वाला है.
I think second last या last over तो जाएगा ही. So, but yeah, I'm with Mumbai because as someone said that the momentum is with Mumbai, and there's still like Surya Kumar Yadav and Karen Pollard to come.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Mumbai.
All right. Mohit is saying Rohit came in Selvin ground during the timeout to talk to the youngsters. How do you feel about the same? Yes, I think ये जरूरी था यार. मतलब ये दोनों, with everything which is going on around Mumbai Indians right now, इतने उन पे criticism चल रही है, सब कुछ चल रहा है. So I think these guys need a bit of freedom कि भाई जो जैसे मर्जी आई खेलो, just play. और मतलब प्रेशर लेके ना खेलो. That should have been the message. What do you think, Arvind? क्या बोला रहेगा रोहित ने ये टाइम पे?
यही कि मतलब जैसे डेवल ब्रेविस खेल रहे हैं, उनको कुछ बोलने की जरूरत तो है नहीं वैसे, बट बोला होगा प्ले योर नेचुरल गेम, वही टिपिकल स्टफ, थिंग्स दैट दे ऑलरेडी नो बेसिकली. वो रुकने भी नहीं वाले थे, वो नेचुरल गेम ही खेल रहे थे.
बट इससे ना एक सवाल भी आता है कि चल पहले ओवर में ना 29 रन खा लिए राहुल चार ने. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बॉलर है राहुल चार, ठीक है, 3 ओवर और बचे हैं. सो क्या लगता है मयंक अग्रवाल उसे रखेगा एंड तक कि भाई थोड़ा रुक जाता हूँ, या इसको फटक से लाएगा दोबारा अटैक में कि भाई ये पार्टनरशिप तोड़नी है?
ये देखो, राहुल चार इज आवर मेन बॉलर, वो हमारा तुर्क का एक है. सो आई थिंक एक ओवर रुका दो, एक ओवर आई थिंक डलवा दो लिविंगस्टन से, चाहे उसमें 15 रन भी पड़ जाए. अगला ओवर राहुल चार से दूसरे एंड से डलवाओ, वो थोड़ा रोक के रख लेगा, वो अपने 3 ओवर बचा लेगा. मतलब अभी एक ओवर 29 दे दी, अगले 3 ओवर में नहीं आने वाले 29.
बट देन अभी तेरे को तो अभी तो विकेट चाहिए ना यार. अभी मतलब 98 for 2 है, अभी विकेट नहीं लिया तो कब लोगे? गेम तो मुंबई के हाथ में भी फिलहाल. ऐसा नहीं कि यार मुंबई बहुत पीछे गेम में, क्योंकि यहाँ पे अगर बड़ी पार्टनरशिप एंड देन इट्स लाइक कि भाई ये तो मैच खत्म होने वाला, तब लागे क्या फायदा?
नहीं देखो, अभी जैसे तिलक वर्मा ने एक और बाउंड्री मार दी है,
हाँ
तो यहाँ पे वैभव अरोड़ा को भी रन पड़ रहे हैं,
हाँ
पेसर। तो आप यहाँ से एक दूसरे एंड से लियाम लिविंगस्टन डालो, आई डोंट थिंक कि वो 10 से ज्यादा रन पे जाएंगे। वो
ओके
थोड़ी रन रोक के रख लेंगे, विकेट टू विकेट डालेंगे। उनको बस ये बोलो कि आपको एक हमें चेंज बॉलर डलवाना है, लेकिन फिर भी आप थोड़ी अग्रेसिव फील्ड रखो। ये नहीं कि मतलब सारे अंदर रख लो, अच्छी फील्ड रखो, कि ये नहीं दिखाना नहीं है मुंबई इंडियंस को कि हम
या
सिर्फ चेंज बॉलर की तरफ चला रहे हैं। और एक आधी विकेट आई थिंक उस तरह भी जा सकती है।
मोहित मोहित सेइंग कि सुपर ओवर ऑन है। अक्षत मुझे नहीं लग रहा तू अभी सुपर ओवर देखने के ताक में बैठा होगा कि यार पहले तो पॉइंट चाहिए हमें, इतना
सुपर
लंबा
ओवर
नहीं कि यार।
सुपर ओवर नहीं, 2 पॉइंट दे दो।
हाँ
those 2 points are like everything to MI fans right now, क्योंकि पॉइंट्स टेबल पे कुछ तो जाना चाहिए। So yeah, we
राइट
just want those 2 points anyhow. Miss time करो, 6 जाए, 4 जाए, we just want the runs on the board, that's it.
राइट। ऑन दैट
2 पॉइंट
नोट
ज्यादा
वी
इंपॉर्टेंट
हैव
होंगे, जो खुशी मिलेगी आपको,
या
जो
अभी
आपको
तो 2
साल में क्या
पॉइंट से ही खुशी मिलेगी, अभी तो 2 पॉइंट से ही खुशी मिलेगी, स्टेप बाय
यस।
स्टेप।
Akshat, you just said that 2 points are very, very important. I think we'll have one more guest on screen who will agree with us that yes, the 2 points are very, very important today. So please welcome Naresh on screen. Yes, hi Naresh. Hi, hi,
Hi,
hi.
hi,
Welcome,
guys.
welcome to the Third Man Cricket Show. Very happy to have you here along with us. We have a
Thank you,
second
thank you.
MI fan joining us. So Garvit, you need to थोड़ा देर को भी थोड़ा बच के रहना पड़ेगा क्योंकि I think Naresh has a lot to say regarding today's game. Naresh, all yours. How do you make of the game so far?
No, as you said, 2 points is not only important, you get the campaign on track. You make the
Yeah.
entire league more interesting and close. That's very important. And the confidence of the boys, you can debate about the selections, you can debate about auctions, all that can be done later. But what's important is who's going to play the role of winning the match for you. And these
Right.
two guys are doing it currently.
Yeah.
आपने देखा
Exactly.
99 ऑफ 10 ओवर्स किया था पंजाब ने, और सेकेंड हाफ में भी 99 किया. आई फील दैट इज वेयर मुंबई हैज ऑलरेडी कम बैक इनटू द गेम. This was 220 looking at it, because I feel we are playing the best batting lineup in the
Right.
league. Punjab has the best batting lineup. They are attacking. So yes, we can say Bumrah को और support चाहिए bowling में, but Mumbai came back in the second half of bowling. They are carrying on the momentum. Yes, a setback of both the openers going, and that is my concern. Ishan Kishan, he shouldn't be worried about the value he's carrying. He should be more free in, because last season mein aisa hua, he was batting number 4. He was struggling because we have Quinton de Kock on the top, because
Yeah.
Dubai pitches were slow. We started our campaign in Chennai, very slow pitches. When he was moved up, he started batting freely and scoring runs. Where can he go from here now? He's already opening. So
Yeah.
that needs a lot of discussions with him of whatever mental block. Yes, he got out to a wonderful ball, no doubt about that. But yes, Mumbai is making a match out of it for sure, and
Yeah.
we will see how these guys can finish, because we have to consider Pollard is the last who can win for us. There's
Right.
no batting after that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that is what we were talking about. Ki the batting depth Mumbai Indians की is a bit concern, and we also questioned कि यार Tim David आज टीम में बैठते थे कि नहीं. Only to increase the batting depth, because there is at number 8 you have Jaydev Unadkat coming, which I think is not a brave move when you are chasing 200 or something. And luckily, yes, Deval Brevis and Tilak Verma are doing really well, but a wicket or two here, that puts Punjab right back into the game.
देखिए, ओरिजिनल प्लान में टिम डेविड प्लेइंग 11 में होने चाहिए थे, लेकिन
Yeah.
जिस तरह बॉलिंग जा रही है वहां हम स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं. एवरीथिंग, ऑल द प्लान्स आर एक्चुअली नाउ गोइंग बैक ऑन द ड्राइंग बोर्ड, क्योंकि बॉलिंग चल नहीं रही है. नहीं तो आपने पहला मैच देखा, टिम डेविड भी थे, डैनियल सैम्स भी थे, पोलार्ड. ये 5, 6, 7 हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि हमें मैचेस जिताएंगे, बिकॉज वाइड बॉल स्पेशलिस्ट हैं. टिम डेविड और डैनियल सैम्स का जो लास्ट सीजन, जो इंग्लैंड का पहला सीजन था 100 का, बहुत सक्सेसफुल हुआ. जयवर्धने वो कैंप में थे, जयवर्धने का इन्फ्लुएंस है ये सिलेक्शन पे, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली इन कंडीशंस पे वो उन्होंने, आई कैन ऑल्सो से कि उनको ज्यादा मौका मिला भी नहीं है टू प्रूव विद द बैट.
Yeah.
तो टिम डेविड शुड बी प्लेइंग. I think we lost a wicket. No, he dropped it on a 4.
Okay,
So
interesting.
bowling अगर हमारी जमे, I would still look at there would be a time we would go with a 2 spinner strategy. Fabian Allen will play a role going ahead. हाँ, लेकिन जो जहाँ से हमने शुरुआत की 2 points बहुत critical होगा, जहाँ पे हम और aggressively सोच पाएंगे team combination का.
Yeah, completely agree. Because I think there are a lot of holes which may seem a bit smaller right now कि यार ये तो हो जाएगा, तो एक और प्लेयर आ जाए तो, but they have big repercussions. I mean, Mumbai are doing really well. 20 में से 15-16 ओवर काफी अच्छी bowling करते हैं, and then 3-4 overs they tend to concede 20-22 runs every time in the game.
हर मैच में एक गेम हुआ है 25-26 और against RR तो 3 overs थे which went for 73, 25 plus. So that is what needs to be fixed, and that is where Bumrah is looking for a partner, and yeah, Bravis has got out 49 पे.
Sad to see, but brilliant innings. I mean, the future looks really, really bright for this boy, and a lot of things were said regarding him in the Under-19 World Cup, and he is a promising youngster. Akshat, मैं देख सकता हूँ तू बहुत बहुत दुखी हो गया क्योंकि अच्छा बैटिंग कर रहे थे यार. वो राहुल चहर का जो ओवर था, आई थिंक दैट हैज लिटरली अकेले बंदे ने, आई वुडंट से अकेले, बट लॉट ऑफ इट हैज टू बी ऑन देवाल ब्रेविस की मुंबई अभी गेम में है, ठीक है. बिकॉज एट वन पॉइंट इट वाज लाइक यार दिस इज द सेम स्टोरी रिपीटिंग अगेन एंड अगेन, तो पिछले 3-4 मैचेस में भी. बट very well played, 25 balls, 49. Surya Kumar Yadav should come in next. Garvit, you must be happy, yeah?
Of course, it's a big wicket. How couldn't I be happy? But when you see that Surya Kumar Yadav is the next batter in, your team can't be happy, of course, with the form that he's in, and he's in form at every time. So you don't know what how things can go. I'm really happy that Odion Smith is the one to take the wicket, because I have been one of the biggest critics of him, especially his bowling. I like him as a bat, but his bowling has costed us the game a couple of times. So good to see him taking the big wicket.
Yeah, but पता क्या करवे अभी you have Rahul Char's 3 overs left if I'm not wrong, right? 3 or 2 उसके बाद ओवर नहीं डाला अब तक, right? He is the main bowler for Punjab Kings, and Surya Kumar Yadav is the main batter for Mumbai Indians. Right now, do you get back Rahul Char in attack only because there is Surya Kumar Yadav out there? Naresh, what do you think is the strategy which is Mayank Agarwal? He has really impressed me with his captaincy so far, and this is the best time to get Rahul Char back into the attack, even though he has gone for 29 runs.
Yeah, and if you see how Bravis was getting out the last 2 games that he played, he got out to, I think, leg spinners in both the games because he went back immediately, and that's a very natural reaction of an overseas player, especially from South Africa and Australia. That is what happened. But this over that he played against Rahul Chahar, very, very particularly, he was going on the front foot early and hitting it, and that is why he could time. Pitch is very good for batting. It's the same throughout since 7:30. So कुछ फर्क नहीं होगा pitch से. You have to curb the turn if there is little bit. That's why he was going ahead. Rahul Chahar ने जो plan बनाया होगा for Surya, because everyone knows Surya is the best in the country and the best for Mumbai Indians. Or he's innovative because of the confidence. He's innovative. That innovation can be risky. तो आपने जैसे कहा आ चुके हैं वापस. He's come to bowl and he's bowling to Surya Kumar. Well, first ball. Yeah.
So I think this is the game here for Mumbai, to be honest. Rahul Chahar, the way he bowls decides the game in my opinion, and the way Surya and Tilak bat to Rahul Chahar also adds to it. So Akshat, Rahul Chahar went into the attack, Surya Kumar Yadav on strike. The big battle for this game to decide the game is what I feel. यहाँ पे एक और विकेट जाती है, then I think it's Punjab's game to win for sure. What do you think, Akshat?
Yeah, like I completely agree to you that अगर एक विकेट जाती है, it's all Punjab Kings, because the next one would be the last batsman if it's like that, then because it would be Kieron Pollard, then it would would come Jaydev Unadkat, which we can't rely completely on him, because it's like laga to laga, varna nahi laga. So it's everything right now is on Surya Kumar Yadav and Mr. Verma as well, and one batsman is set, and we know that Surya Kumar Yadav वो pavilion से ही set होके आता है. So yeah, I hope that Surya Kumar Yadav gets going and we get the 2 points.
Yeah, if I'm not पंजाब ने रिव्यू लिया था क्या अभी सूर्य कुमार यादव?
Stumping का था.
All right. Okay, then that's fine. That's not review law. Let's take some comments from the chat. Sai is saying if he'll come back for Punjab starts now and only Sky and Tilak are dependable as Paulie is not looking at his best. Yes, but let's not forget that Kyron Pollard is the guy who loves facing Kings 11 Punjab. He has done it a couple of times in the past as well. Out of nowhere, he has put in some brilliant innings for Mumbai. And Ryan is saying who is better, Rahul Char or Kuldeep Yadav? I would not say who is better. Naresh, I'll give you three options. Rahul Chahar, Kuldeep Yadav, Yuzvendra Chahal. तीनों ने बहुत बढ़िया बॉलिंग करी है मेरे हिसाब से अब तक आईपीएल में एंड वेरी वेरी गुड टू सी कुलदीप यादव बैक इनटू फॉर्म विद सम कॉन्फिडेंस हु अकॉर्डिंग टू यू दिस आईपीएल हैज बीन द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट आउट ऑफ दीज थ्री राहुल चहर युजवेंद्र चहल और कुलदीप यादव
देखिए युजवेंद्र चहल कमिंग विद लॉट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस आई थिंक ही टच्ड 150 विकेट्स रिसेंटली इन द लास्ट गेम I think he's still number one in India. I would rate him the best conventional leg spinner है. कुलदीप का personally देखा जाए तो confidence काफी high हुआ है with this performance. So for personally it is good. राहुल चाहर का transition है. He was part of a very successful Mumbai campaign. अब जैसे ये over गया है 29 का, how would Punjab look at it? You know, तो he has to redo that confidence building. लेकिन ओवरऑल आप देखेंगे तो आई वुड पुट युजवेंद्र चाहल एट द टॉप कंसिडरिंग हिज एंटायर एक्सपीरियंस एंड विकेट टेकिंग एबिलिटी.
Right. Ankit is saying that although happy for today's innings of Bravis, but I think Sky should bat at top 4. He can have more impact. Akshat, yes, we were talking about this that maybe Mumbai Indians are looking from the point कि सूर्य कुमार यादव इंडिया के लिए 5 नंबर पे खेलने वाले हैं, so maybe just let him play all his innings at number 5 or because Mumbai को मैचेस जीतना है then सूर्य कुमार यादव has to play the most number of deliveries for them. So how do you see this panning out for Mumbai?
I think Surya Kumar Yadav should bat at number 3 because he should play a different role for Mumbai Indians because this is T20 and batting at number 3, so you can even smash in the first 6 overs and then you can even go on to finishing the innings, and he's someone who can be until the end. So for that he has to bat at number 3 and not 4-5 because then it would be useless, as you said that Ishan Kishan jo number 4 pe aa rahe the he wasn't quite good at number 4, so now he's opening the innings. So the same goes with Surya Kumar. I don't think that 4 and 5 5 is not the ideal position for him, so he should bat at number 3.
Interesting, but मेरे को तो लग रहा है कि बस यही एक reason है that from the India point of view I think there is no other explanation that why Surya Kumar Yadav is not coming above Deval Bravis or Tilak Verma. So let's take some comments now. 8 over 79 to get is what Amog is saying. He's saying that this game is getting interesting. MI have these two and Pollard 2 wickets here and it's curtains for MI. Yes, completely agree. The batting depth is something which we have been talking about for quite some time now. And hopefully let's see what this game has in store for all of us. 8 over 79 to get, yes. Sports Unfiltered is saying Chahar comeback is on. Garvit hope कर रहा होगा यार yes ये possible हो जाए. 2 overs still left of Rahul Chahar. But यही बात है ना यार Naresh, I want to talk to you regarding this that yes, like you mentioned, Rahul Chahar has been a part of a successful Mumbai Indian side, but so has Kyron Pollard. Okay, it's like there was Hardik Pandya, there was Kunal Pandya, who gave him assurance that yes, you can go all guns blazing from ball 1. Right now, he has that extra pressure with no one, with both Hardik and Kunal out. So, do you think that pressure is getting onto him now?
ये जो हमने डिस्कस किया on Surya Kumar's batting order, this could be another reason why Surya has been held back so that Pollard is after him.
Yeah.
This could be one reason. Yes, last year आपने देखा second phase जो दुबई में था, we didn't do well, तो Surya was at 5 क्योंकि World Cup भी आना था, जैसे आपने कहा for World Cup he would play 5. But Surya at 3 and Tim David at 5 makes a lot of sense. But Tim David के साथ हम कह सकते हैं कि we were not patient enough yet. So वो एक है क्योंकि Tim David would also struggle against spin like how Bravis would. तो और ब्रेविस को कंफर्ट देने के लिए because he has batted at number 3 or whatever cricket he's played, he's very young, under 19 में number 3 खेले थे वो साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए, 3 or 4 पे थे. So Surya is becoming a floater purely on his experience and little bit of a cushion Pollard is getting because no one is there after him. So can someone before him be there when he comes in. But yeah, Surya at 3 would make a lot of sense because he can play deep, he can play a longer inning. But unfortunately, ये जो bowling का जो limitation आया है ना, it has kind of all over the combinations have got little rattled.
Yeah. So बात कर रहे हैं, I think let's talk about the bowling itself because yes, batting has impressed in bits and pieces for Mumbai this season. Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Ishan Kishan in the start of the season as well has impressed. Deval Brevis now for the past 2 games has done well. But the bowling, big question for Mumbai Indians is the bowling. Basil Thampi, Jaydev Unadkat, M. Ashwin, Mayank Markande, Timal Mills, Daniel Sams, and then a Jasprit Bumrah. That is the thing with Mumbai Indians right now.
He dropped a catch. Surya का catch, simple catch drop किया Surya का.
But I think it was a no ball or something, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it was a free
hit.
Yeah,
it was a free hit. Okay.
Yeah. So big ball coming up, 123 for 3, 12.2 overs, chasing 199, and the free hit has been okay. The free hit is dropped once again by Vaibhav Arora. So Surya is living a charmed life there. He is in a hurry to maybe finish off the game or maybe he's thinking something else. So Josh has a question now. Naresh, what do you think Arjun Tendulkar gets in this lineup instead of a Jaydev Unadkat or Basil Thampi? Or does it,
well, if you don't get any points, then you can try out the entire bench. Absolutely no harm in it. Oh, what a shot! Yeah, 6. But yeah, I think it's too early. You need to build confidence. You cannot tell these boys you're going to play only 2 games. You need to let them. Especially there's a crisis going on, and in the crisis, if there's no calmness around, it starts impacting, and that is what it is. Last match में आपने देखा, we played only 2 overseas. God knows what was the thought behind it, लेकिन batting collapse भी हुआ. So ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि negative influence हो एक side पे, because of bowling, batting पे negative influence हो. तो वो it's a long league, we are just in the 3rd week. It's an 8-week league. Forms can turn around, तो आई थिंक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होगा ये. अब एक साइकोलॉजिकल गेम हो गई है मुंबई इंडियन के बॉलर्स के लिए. हु इज गोइंग टू कम आउट स्ट्रॉन्ग साइकोलॉजिकली. ये जो हमने बात की 20-23 ओवर्स का एक ओवर, व्हेन दे स्टार्ट गिविंग ओवर्स ओनली अप टू 13-15, दे विल फील गुड अबाउट इट, so it's going to take time. Yes, there is a problem going on, but we have to live with this and improve on it and take it as an opportunity.
Right. Garvit, 68 needed, 44 balls. Rahul Chahar has 2 overs left. Liam Livingston is bowling. I think Liam Livingston could be a bit handy here, if I'm not wrong. So, oh my God, I think it's a all right.
फिर से रन आउट हुए. ये लास्ट मैच में भी ये पैर का रन आउट हुआ.
Tilak Verma, I think this was his game to finish and to shine. He's batting really well. 20 balls, 36 runs. Big relief for Garvit, you out there. Last batting pair, recognized batting pair last है ये सूर्य कुमार यादव and Karen Pollard का. क्या लग रहा है अभी? मतलब अभी तो थोड़ा what are you thinking right now? What's the stage की यहाँ से क्या गेम तो देख रहे हैं आगे जाते होंगे? मेरे को
all that's going in my head is one more wicket and the game's in our hands.
Exactly.
Like there's no doubt about it. Pollard out हो चाहे सूर्य कुमार out हो, आपके पास इतनी ऐसी tail है. Like there was a phrase that Mr. Sidhu used to use. साइकिल के स्टैंड होते हैं tail enders. एक को धक्का मारा सारे गिरेंगे. And I'd say that about the Mumbai Indians tail right now. I'm sorry, I'm not being disrespectful, but that's what I feel. Jaydev Unadkat at 7 is not the best tail that you can have.
Right. Because at this stage, last season, if you look at it, there was Hardik Pandya, Krunal Pandya, and Karen Pollard to come. Right now, it's M. Ashwin, Jaydev Unadkat, and Karen Pollard to come. So I think that pretty much answers the state of the batting lineup Mumbai has this season. Just still believing that Mumbai will be winning this game. Bowling changes. Garvit, Rabada, 1 wicket here and it's Punjab's game in my opinion. So do you get your best bowlers bowling from both the ends?
Now there is a timeout, and timeout के बाद it is a trend that wicket falls because concentration loss and all that. But Pollard नए बैट्समैन है, तो I think सूर्य कुमार को टारगेट करने के लिए राहुल चहर को ला सकते हैं एक और, क्योंकि आई सॉ सूर्य कुमार स्ट्रगलिंग अगेंस्ट हिम, बट रबाडा के भी 2 ओवर्स हैं, सो आई वुडंट माइंड एन ओवर बाय रबाडा टू. So either one of these, more preferably राहुल चहर, because अगर डेथ में ओवर चाहिए हुए तो कगिसो रबाडा को आप यूज कर सकते हो. So I'll bring in Rahul Chahar, who is our recognized main bowler, and I feel like he could do some tricks.
Yeah, but Naresh, coming to Aaron Pollard, he is one batter who struggles a lot against wrist spin. Okay, we have seen no. दिख रहा है, दुनिया को पता है कि Aaron Pollard struggles against googlies and leg spinners. So Rahul Chahar and Liam Livingston, they have, I think, 5 overs left among them. So
Yeah.
Surya is in, Pollard is in. You get Pollard on strike, straight away bring a leg spinner. So do you think that will be the strategy right now for Punjab?
वो रहेगा. Yeah, it's a risk they would also take, क्योंकि same thing happened against Bravis that he struggles against spin, लेकिन आपने देखा उन्होंने 29 किया.
Yeah.
पोलार्ड किस माइंडसेट से आ रहे हैं. राहुल चाहर को उन्होंने डेफिनेटली नेट्स में बहुत खेला होगा पिछले 2 साल, बट राहुल चाहर के लिए भी कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा कि अगर पोलार्ड को बोल करे और विकेट मिले उन्हें, तो दैट पॉसिबिलिटी इज देयर. बट अगेन यहाँ पे कम्स इज मयंक अग्रवाल्स थॉट प्रोसेस. हम जो ये थोड़ा स्मॉल बिट्स ऑफ कैप्टनसी व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट दीज न्यू कैप्टन्स, कि कितना वो अग्रेसिव हो सकते हैं, ऑपोजिशन की क्या वीकनेस है, क्या स्ट्रेंथ, कभी वो रिस्क लेने को तैयार है अगेंस्ट दी ऑपोजिशन. यू नो, we have seen Shreyas doing that a lot for KKR. He gets his frontline bowlers right up when there is a possibility of a wicket, especially when a new batter comes. So we'll have to see what Mayank decides. Will it be Rabada? Will it be Rahul Chahar? Livingstone, I would still say he's more a part-timer, you know, to fill in if a 6th bowler is required. But Rahul Chahar is what will be the key if he can make an impact.
Right, I think I agree with you there, but I think Rahul Chahar has to bowl if Punjab wants to win this game. क्योंकि यहाँ पे विकेट नहीं मिलती है, then I think Pollard and Surya are very much in control of the innings, because 68 or 42 on this batting wicket, it's a piece of cake in my opinion. Yeah. So I think Sai is saying that yes, Rabada has a good record against Paulie as well. So I think Rabada को attack में लाना, it's the best thing which Mayank Agarwal will be thinking right now, because 1 wicket here and it's 2 points for Punjab is what I feel. Do you think Garvit, that's the thing कि 1 wicket यहाँ पे मिल गया and then it's 2 points, simple as that?
Yeah, that's pretty simple. I don't think it's even a question at this point, because
He's
Jaidev
got Rahul
Unadkat
Chahar.
is...
He's got Chahar against Pollard.
Yes.
Yeah, so this should be an interesting one, because Pollard didn't Hasananga get him out on the same wicket last time around, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So,
it was in Pune, and that is the difference. The wicket is different. You see more grass, but Pollard should be more smart to just take a single and let Surya take strike.
Right.
See here,
this is where the game management
He's
comes
trying
in.
to step out and go full on.
क्या बोल रहा है?
He's trying to step out and like go bang bang.
Yeah, I mean, so in short, he's saving his wicket right now. He knows that he struggles against wrist spin. Maybe wait for the fastest bowlers to come in next up, and then try to go for boundaries rather than, you know, going after Rahul Chahar. Yeah, so he's doing exactly that. He won't, go after Rahul Chahar is what I feel.
But
And
he
Mohit is
is
saying,
going
yes.
for 4.
He went for a 4.
Okay. Mohit is saying we see Rahul coming after the timeout to bowl. Yes. So 64 of 40. Mumbai's game so far, I think. But 1 wicket. Oh, yeah, batting depth. This is the reason why batting depth was the question for Mumbai Indians. You add a Tim David here in this batting lineup, then it is a completely different case. So Fabian Allen as well on the other hand. दोनों में से एक को आप डालो. Fabian Allen is a big hitter of a ball. So I think Mumbai are missing that trick by not playing that 7th position पे एक बैटर खिलाना, because T20 cricket it's not like कि आपके 6 बैट्समैन से आपका काम चल जाता है यार. Like you need 6 bowlers, you need 6 batters, more than 6 batters in the team as well, in my opinion.
हाँ, और जैसे हमने जो पिछले 2 साल का सक्सेस, यू कैन से 21 में भी स्ट्रगल, लेकिन इट वाज राहुल चाहर एंड कृणाल पांड्या, लेफ्ट आर्म एंड राइट आर्म लेग स्पिन. वी आर नॉट सीइंग दैट 2 spin strategy yet. You have the option in Fabian Allen. And Murugan Ashwin, with due respect, is still not a top-class leg spinner. You know, his experience level is low. And we bought back Markanday, so you know we have on the bench, but what the strategy is, when we will see them come in, because we are playing all the matches on these pitches. There's not going to be any drastic change coming on, so we'll have to see.
Right. Exactly. And like Aditya is saying, middle order is a very fragile for Mumbai. I think he's talking about Mumbai, yes. 63 of 38. Good game. I mean, interesting to see what Mayank Agarwal does from here on, क्योंकि captaincy का proper test I think उनको आज मिल रहा है अभी. He is defending a total. He has runs on board, but he has two players who are, very capable of taking the game in just inside 1 over. So I think that is the main thing. How he rotates his bowlers, that's the question right now. Josh is saying this season I don't understand what the management thinking about the playing 11. I think they're experimenting a lot and just deciding यार future में हमें किसको रखना चाहिए अपने team में for sure. And I think Tilak Verma, Deval Brevis have done that brilliantly well. We can see Mumbai's future being around these guys in the next coming years as well. So Sports Unfiltered is saying yes, please take a wicket. Punjab, I think he's a Punjab fan. Ran is saying Washington Sundar looks better with bat and ball in this tournament till now. Okay, it's a bit off topic, but no harm talking about it. Naresh, coming to you first and then Akshat. Who, according to you, has impressed you the most this IPL? Because a lot of players have switched franchises, switched roles, and switched responsibilities as well. So, who, according to you, have been the
newcomers, young newcomers. Abhi Washington Sundar did well in the first game for Hyderabad. Unfortunately, abhi injured ho gaye. He may not be available for next few games. लेकिन the youngsters, like Tilak Verma, unfortunately, आज का match और last game में भी this poor running, he's got run out. Ayush Baduni is there, Anuj Rawat. These guys, we see so many left-handers coming in, in the batting side. On the batting side of various teams. So that's been very, very impressive. Bowling mein, you have seen youngster Akashdeep has done very well for RCB. So I think it's good. We'll have to see how they can be consistent. They can start fresh. They can look good. Yes, I agree with Arshal on DK. It's like an old wine coming back into thing. But it's good to see the youngsters who have got the opportunity. हमने अब तक यश दुल को देखा नहीं है. He's come with a winning trophy from the World Cup. But it's looking good. They're getting good opportunities. अच्छे pitches हैं, scoring pitches हैं. There's a good contest between bat and ball. I don't think there are one-sided games yet. You make tactical mistakes. That's why you end up losing. These guys have to be very consistent. The youngsters who are doing that, that's going to be important.
Yeah. Akshat, what about you? I mean, if you talk about Washington Sundar, there's Rahul Tripathi as well, who has impressed me a lot once again. Yeah. Harshal is saying DK or Hetty, who has been a better finisher. Just let me know what do you think is the state where right now Dinesh Karthik is in, because clearly he has been given a role that you are a finisher. No matter what happens, Dinesh Karthik is going to end and finish the innings. So do you think Dinesh Karthik has a chance to, maybe make a comeback in the Indian side if Rishabh Pant doesn't have, or Ishan Kishan doesn't have a good IPL this year?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, Dinesh Karthik has been a finisher, and as you said that he's aging like fine wine. So yeah, he can even finish things off for India as well. And his main aim is to get back in the Indian squad. He has said in a couple of interviews as well. So I do think that Dinesh Karthik can play international cricket, despite of despite of being over 35, over 33, 34. I think that he can still finish things off international as well.
Yeah. Garvin, do you think DK will be selected for the Asia Cup?
Yes, probably. I think they should start with the Asia Cup because that is where the things could be tested. But his love for Bangladesh, especially, we love to see that. Some nostalgia coming out there. And he'll definitely prove his mettle out there.
Yeah, but there's this thing, right? There is Hardik Pandya, there is Venkatesh Iyer, who hasn't had a good IPL so far. But Hardik and Dinesh Karthik, do you see Rishabh Pant, Hardik and Dinesh Karthik playing in the same 11, Naresh?
Very tough to see Rishabh and DK in the same 11. Hardik, definitely, he's been so refreshing. He's taken that challenge so personally that he needs to be fit. He's opening the bowling a 4-over spell. He's coming and batting at number 4. He's leading the side well. Okay, wherever they would end up on the table, I think he has taken it so well personally to prove himself. And if he continues to, again, it's the consistency. If he does this on these 14 games, there is no reason for him not to be selected in the Indian squad for Hardik Pandya. दिनेश कार्तिक, ऋषभ पंत विल बी डिबेटेबल. आपने जो बात कही ना कि एग्जीक्यूशन जो होता है एक रोल का, दैट दिनेश कार्तिक इज शोइंग हाउ टू एग्जीक्यूट 100%. क्रिकेट इज ऑल अबाउट एग्जीक्यूशन. आप बहुत प्लान बनाते हो सबको. अभी सूर्या और पोलार्ड का भी एक रोल है हाउ टू गेट दिस विन, लेकिन अगर वो एग्जीक्यूट नहीं कर पाएंगे अल्टीमेटली विल बी ऑन द लूजिंग साइड. क्या ऋषभ पंत एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं? That is going to be another question mark. Is he executing? He is leading the side. He has to execute plans which he discusses with the support team or Ricky Ponting, the coach. Is he executing and succeeding? All these things have to be seen in the situation of that game. Up tak DK has shown that in the situation he is being successful.
Yeah, right. Completely agree. So the situation right now, 52 of 29 balls. Surya Kumar is playing on 21. Karan Pollard is playing on 7. So quick prediction. Garvit. 1 over. एक ओवर की बात है मेरे हिसाब से. पता है क्या? विकेट, then it's Punjab's game. Expensive over, say 15-20 runs. It's Mumbai's game. So Garvit, what do you think?
I feel like this over is going to be a match-changing one. Rahul Char most probably is going to get Pollard in this fight. That's my only prediction. I don't like to predict matches because whenever I do that, my team tends to lose. So I don't want my team to lose, of course.
Okay, and Rahul Char is loving the battle with Karan Pollard. He's like, just watch out for my googlies. Pollard, I don't think he will back out from this challenge because he knows how to win one-on-one battles. We have seen that in the past as well. So let's see how this pans out. He's going for it. He's going for it. 148 for 4. थोड़े बातचीत भी हो रही है वहाँ पे कारण पोलार्ड और राहुल चार के बीच में. So interesting to see that. Am I far on the left? I've seen you on the Norman show. Yes, Naresh. You must have seen Naresh on Norman's show quite a few times. Yeah. Ranesh Singh, Hardik not playing at his real position may be doubtful to select him at number 6 or 7. I don't think so. Not at all. I think Hardik Pandya this season just has to face जितनी बॉल खेल सकते हैं खेल लो, जितनी बॉल डाल सकते हो डाल लो, and then it is literally direct entry in the Indian team because Hardik the batter doesn't come into the Indian team, but Hardik as soon as he gives you 3 overs, he directly comes back into the Indian team at number 6 or number 7. So I think it's a no-brainer.
And you know, remember one thing, last IPL he struggled even to play as a batter. He wasn't timing. अब जो थोड़ी बैटिंग भी कर रहे हैं, he is really hitting good shots. He's timing it well.
Right.
And 2020 October, November when we toured Australia, he was the best in the T20s. And we have to keep in mind the World Cup is in Australia. So a fit Hardik Pandya who can bowl 4 overs, I think he'll be in the squad. Batting at any number wouldn't matter. Because his role would be to finish the games for India.
So the game is getting interesting. 50 of 25 balls, 49 of 24, 12 runs needed every over. Rahul Char, has he bowled out? और एक ओवर बचा है अभी राहुल चार का.
No, he's bowled out.
He's bowled out. Yes, he's bowled out. So interesting. Leg spinner तो चले गए. अभी खाली पेसर्स जो डालेंगे. I don't see Liam Livingstone bowling in this in the last 4 overs. Odion Smith, Arshdeep Singh, and Kagiso Rabada. These guys, yeah.
Odion Smith, nahi yaar, please. I've seen him cost us 2 matches. I've seen him bring back Russell to form, which was seeming impossible at a point, and I've seen him bring back Tewatia into form, and I've seen him bring back the Tewatia Punjab memes, which are absolutely painful to watch as a Punjab fan. So I won't trust.
Yeah, he's got 1 more. So he, Rabada and Arshdeep have 1-1-1 left. So you need 1 more over either from Livingstone or Odion Smith. So
yeah.
So I think they should go for Vaibhav Arora or Odion Smith, like the 20 or 25 run over which Jaydev Unadkat gave to Mumbai Indians. Maybe one of these two can give us those 20 or 25 runs which we need.
Yeah. So 49 of 4 overs, very interesting situation right now. अभी भी मेरे हिसाब से जब तक ये दोनों पिच पर है तो मुंबई का गेम है यार, वरना यहाँ पे एक और विकेट एंड इट्स लाइक लिटरली कर्टेन्स कि यार अकेला बंदा कैसे बनाएगा पूरे रन, दैट्स द थिंग। और कितनी जल्दी विकेट आती है दैट इज ऑल्सो अ बिग थिंग, क्योंकि अभी आप एक महंगा ओवर दे दे तो यहाँ पे देन आई डोंट थिंक विकेट विल बी अ बिट ऑफ कंसर्न फॉर मुंबई कि यार 25-30 चाहिए तभी विकेट चली जाएगी तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी मेरे हिसाब से वो कैंप को। Yes, Josh is saying Rabada is the only danger, I think so. Yes, his one over is going to be very, very crucial. But I think the match changing over is going to be this one. How Surya and Pollard play Vaibhav Arora, that is the thing. I think they will go after him because they know Arshdeep ka bacha hai, who is brilliant in depth. Rabada ka bacha hai, who you never know when he'll just get the stumps out of it. Yeah. 40.
Hope Unatka's 23 don't become the expensive
Yeah.
part of.
But
That shouldn't
talking
become
about
a
that,
difference.
Jitesh Sharma, I mean, what a brilliant player. I mean, where was this guy for so long? He was with the MI camp, if I'm not wrong, 3-4 years back, and suddenly Anil Kumble has just asked कि यार जितेश शर्मा मेरे को टीम में चाहिए, लेकर आओ बंदे को.
Another run out.
As soon as you talk about Jitesh Sharma, he has done an amazing job with the gloves, and it's a run out, amazing throw in the deep too.
Another run out.
And
Pollard.
Pollard is gone.
Aaron Pollard, oh my god.
He wasn't ready for the run.
Suicidal run out. This is the reason you don't say you say that miss field पे run मत भागो.
Oh.
And that is what Mohit is saying. Runouts on misfields are harsh, very, very harsh. Josh is saying, yes, Jitesh Sharma, class shots. And not just today. I mean, he played against Chennai Super Kings as well. Brilliant innings at Brabourne. So I think we have a lot of young talent. यही किया है, पता है कि दो teams नए आने के चक्कर में you have 14 new Indians on the block. Okay. कि आप उसमें से भी अभी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. Out of these 14, we have at least 3 or 4 stars already made. There's Ayush Badoni, there's Jitesh Sharma, there is Abhinav Manohar, who we saw play against SRH, Tilak Verma now as well. So I think this season will be remembered for the number of क्या बोलते हैं नए चेहरे जो आते हैं ना on the block यार. कौन सा find tournament का that is the best season right now which has happened in this year's IPL. So 47 of 23, Jaydev Unatkar has come into bat. Will he redeem
now
himself?
Surya has to do it. He can't have 2 runouts when he's on the crease. He has to do it now.
Exactly. Surya Kumar Yadav has to go all out now. It's on him. Punjab get his wicket. They get the match in their favor. So as simple as that. थोड़े comments ले लेते हैं यहाँ पे. Sanmay is saying, should Fabian Allen play for MI so that they get an extra bowling option? Yes, I think most of us will agree there that not just a bowling option, a bowling variation is what I would say. A left-arm spinner has really worked for Rohit Sharma in the past, and I think maybe a Sanjay Yadav, Fabian Allen will do really, really well.
Yeah, actually, Fabian Allen. I think Finn Allen is from New Zealand. He is in
Fabian, he means Fabian Allen.
Yeah.
Josh is saying a tough chance for Mumbai. Only Surya. Yes, only Surya. But right now, only Surya is enough for Mumbai is what a lot of people will be saying based on what he has done in the past 2 games.
Maybe like Jaydev Unatkar can play the role Rahul Chahar played like in the last match or the last match. He was like smashing in the last on the second last over. So maybe if Jaydev Unatkar could do that, so it would it would add. And उसने जो 23 runs दिए थे to like compensation to that.
पर वही बात आ गई ना दोबारा अक्षत की बैटिंग डेप्थ वाली हम बात कर रहे थे. Right now, यहाँ पे you have an extra batter. It's like finally we have थोड़ी तो batting depth. But right now the whole pressure is on Surya. It's not on Jaydev Unatkar. Jaydev को तो बोलेंगे यार मेरे को strike दे रहे, but you never know how Jaydev will play because only 23 balls are left. Or 46 of 22 is what the situation is right now. Mumbai need with 5 wickets in hand, but let's just face it that it's only 1 wicket in hand if you are an MI fan. It's only Surya Kumar Yadav who can save you from this hole. Yeah. Sai is saying, yes, I forgot that Jaydev treats himself as an all-rounder, so he can also slog. Yes, he can slog, but how kitni strike milne wali unhe, that is the question right now.
Yeah, but then if he can ensure he doesn't lose his wicket and gives strike to Surya, I think he'll play his role well there.
Yeah, but in that situation, if he gets out, that is a big tail which Mumbai have. So that is the thing. Yeah. Let's take some more comments. What are the chat saying? Am I lax batting depth is what Ankit is saying. Yes, everyone knows out there what is happening with MI right now. So 46 of 21. This is getting very, very interesting. Surya Kumar Yadav is on 22 space 19 balls. Unadkat has just come in. He's placed one delivery for 1 run. It's all on Surya Kumar Yadav. I mean, yes, we are talking about Surya so much, and let's talk about a different aspect of Mumbai Indians. Is what, yeah, just like that, he has hit a huge six. Yeah. थोड़ी बात ना अपन करते, थोड़ी कैप्टेंसी की बात करते हैं. आई थिंक रोहित शर्मा's captaincy has been a bit off in my opinion. I would say that it is very different, but I have seen him frustrated on field कि यार अब मैं किसको बॉल दूं, because if you remember the first game or the second game against Rajasthan Royals, Basil Thampi went for 26. Josh Butler took him to the cleaners, but uske baad Basil Thampi did not bowl a single over. Kieron Pollard bowled 4 overs, which is very, very unlike Rohit Sharma, the captain. And ऐसे decisions उन्होंने आगे के games में भी लिए हैं. So Naresh, I mean, it's like he doesn't have a choice right now what to do. Or maybe if Kieron Pollard is bowling 4 overs, you have a big, big worry at your hands.
Yeah, and see, Pollard is more a sixth bowler to fill in. You need a breakthrough. You need to contain runs. Last game he played as a fifth bowler.
Yeah.
Another six by Sky. But the thing is, yes, I agree. Are there a lot of changes happening? Is there a lot of overthinking? Because besides the 5 players, the 4 who we retained and Ishan Kishan who we got, the other 6 are still not sure whether they're going to be in the 11. Now you can say Bravis and Tilak Verma are going to be settled. But the entire bowling lineup, besides Bumrah, we are struggling to get the combination. And that is what I think. It's not only Rohit Sharma, it's showing even on Bumrah the frustration that who will complement whom. एक अगर टाइट ओवर गया है, अगला ओवर महंगा जा रहा है, फिर चेंज किसको लाया. अभी बुमराह देखो, what combinations he had in the last 4 years. Malinga and Bumrah, Trent Bolt and Bumrah. Where is that second person besides Bumrah now? तो Bumrah अभी पावर प्ले में 1 ओवर डाल रहे हैं, 2 ओवर. He is not even bowling with the new ball. So I feel there's overthinking happening maybe. But yeah, as we all have been saying, 2 points will completely change that thing.
Right. Completely agree. And not just Trent Bolt, there was James Pattinson, there was Mitchell McClanahan at times. So I think there was a bit of comfort zone for Jasprit. Yes, I know he is the best at some in bowling Yorkers or not conceding runs, but at the same time, Trent Bolt did his magic, James Pattinson did his magic, Mitchell McClanahan did his magic as well. So I think that eased the pressure on Jasprit Bumrah at times, जिससे कि अभी पूरी लाइनलाइट अभी जो बुमराह के ऊपर आ गई है, that is what I think is is the issue right now कि यार support नहीं है बुमराह के पास in the bowling lineup.
And Pollard also, he's done well, undoubtedly. 2010 से, I think he's the oldest in the franchise. रोहित शर्मा तो उनके बाद आए थे मुंबई में. But yeah, he's lost his, the sharpness. But it's for him to get it back. He's playing a lot of T20 around the globe. He continues to be the most dangerous player around. So that needs to come back. Yeah.
And let's take some comments. Sanmay is saying, I guess one of Basil or Unadkat should step up and help Bumrah in controlling the flow of runs. MI can't be over-reliant on Boom alone. Yes, completely agree there, Sanmay. Sai is saying Odion Smith's over will determine this game. Let's see. And Ankit is saying Pandya brothers used to bring a lot of balance into the side. Yes. NCL, yes, Nathan Coulter as well at times. He has been very, very good for Mumbai Indians.
Yeah. I felt he was underutilized. He should have played more games than he actually did.
Right. Josh is saying the decline for Mumbai, Bolt, Bumrah, NC and Pattinson, Char, Hardik, 2 alone Bumrah. Yes, that is the thing. Rani saying, will Arshdeep dismiss Sky? I think Arshdeep का over is the main, क्योंकि यहाँ पे अगर he runs नहीं देता यहाँ पे, so I think that puts a lot of pressure on Surya Kumar Yadav for the next over for sure is going to be bowled by Kagiso Rabada.
Now, will they want to keep Smith for last or Rabada for last, we'll have to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, but then what
Rabada
is Smith
has to
going
bowl
to
the
say?
19th.
Yeah.
And hopefully Arshdeep turns out to be a successful 18th over bowler. He is someone we can trust as Punjab Kings fans. Yeah, last match we saw Arshdeep Singh telling Rabada what to do. So he has the experience of playing for Punjab Kings, and he
Oh
knows
yes, he's
how.
brilliant. Arshdeep has been brilliant. I think if we look for left armers for India, Natarajan and Arshdeep are up there. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, of course.
Natarajan, yes. I am a huge fan of Natarajan, but Arshdeep Singh with those Yorkers and that calmness under pressure. I mean, that game against Gujarat Titans, the ball was so wet. He still managed to bowl so many perfect Yorkers. Got Shubman Gill out, if I'm not wrong, at the right time in that game as well. So I think that is the one of the best retentions in this year's IPL, and very underrated retention is Arshdeep Singh.
And Unatkad has logged one, but not for much. It's into the no man's land, just for a single.
31 needed of 15 balls.
They've run two.
Okay, they have
Two,
ran two,
yeah.
so 30 needed of 15 now.
Yeah, so 2 a ball is the equation. So
Jaydev can bat. I mean, if he has the first class hundreds, if I'm not wrong, for his state. So I think he can bat for sure. Sanmay is saying Sky should play this over of Arshdeep very carefully. Maybe now you have to say that Jaydev should go all out in this over against Arshdeep. That will release a lot of pressure from Sky.
The next 3 balls are crucial. I think that Yadnakat will go over Arshdeep, and like he will like a boundary maybe would work. So
Arshdeep Singh with an absolute peach to Jaidev Unatkad. Missed on top wash. Just missed the stump.
Brilliant ball. I mean, this man is so good. I mean, Arshdeep Singh, he knows what he's doing. Death में आके क्या करना है, he knows कि field क्या set करनी है, क्या ball डालनी है, and he executes it so perfectly time after time.
Yes.
I hope Jaidev Unatkad just hits a 4 or a 6. Like
What's the score?
yeah,
30 or 14?
only 2 balls are left of Arshdeep, so and he's going to swing the bat. So hope he medals one.
And it's
taking
a
a
single.
single. So basically, last ball for Surya now.
So
whether
what
he'll
does
go for a
Sky
big or
do
he'll
here,
take a
man?
single.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can neglect a single.
I think he'll go for a single, yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't. Like, of course he would, but hopefully we can stop that.
Now he'll go for a single so that he can be on strike for the next over, because next over
Yeah,
is
he should be keeping
Yusuf
maximum
Rabada.
strike now, because that's the only possibility if Surya is on strike,
Yeah. 29 needed of 13.
Yeah, next over will be of Kagiso Rabada, I think, and you don't want Jaidev Unatkad to face Kagiso Rabada, because he may even like waste 2 or 3 balls, which would just which would not be the ideal situation for MI, as the whole momentum will be shifted in the favor of Punjab Kings. Yeah, no,
Look at
what
Really good
is
Yorker from Arshdeep, and it's a single.
Yeah, it's a
28
single.
of 2 overs needed now.
This is getting very interesting. 2 overs, 28 runs. Kagiso Rabada to bowl, Odian Smith to bowl. So let's see what happens in this game. He has taken a single. He was always going to take a single. It was pretty visible by the way he said.
at the same
Exactly
stage, even
similar. Yeah.
at the same stage, even Punjab Kings were 170 for 4, but
Yeah.
we've lost 1 more wicket. So for Mumbai Indians, it's 170 for 5. So they've
Yeah.
done the
Batting was
same
also
thing.
deeper, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big factor.
We
Also,
still
let's not
had
forget.
Odian Smith batting.
Yeah. Also, let's not forget that Kagiso Rabada bowled this kind of over against Gujarat Titans. He was all over the place. I mean, he bowled a no ball, if I'm not wrong, in that game as well at the crunch situation. The free hit पे catch छोड़ा था उनने, I think, if I'm not wrong, at square leg as well. So I think it is his time for redemption as well. Brilliant spell from Ashdeep though. 4 overs, none for 29 on this wicket is very, very good.
Yeah. Amazing prospect for future.
Yeah.
I think he was in the squad where COVID hit the Indian team against Sri Lanka, but Sandeep Warrior was preferred over him.
This is getting interesting. Satvik is saying that 29 runs from the over was too much. 19 would have been still fine. Yes, and that's how the game is, Satvik.
Yeah, so
And it's
first
a
ball
4.
4. First ball 4, yeah.
Where is am I going wrong apart from bowling? And it's high time that Paulie, Roy step up and start complimenting Tilak, Brevis, and Sky. Yeah, very, very well said that, Sanmay. Because
One opener, either Rohit or Ishan Kishan have to
yeah,
play deep. One of the openers, because your batting is limited. Your
yeah,
bowlers have struggled. You don't have anyone like you can call an all-rounder. So one of the openers have to bat deep. Go up to at least 14th, 15th over.
right. And Ishan Kishan did that, if I'm not wrong, in the first game. That
First
was
game.
exactly what he has to do game after game. He, like you mentioned, कि जो price tag उनके ऊपर है, I think उसका pressure भी थोड़ा भी लेने थोड़ा दिख रहा है क्योंकि अभी strike rate नीचे आ चुका है उसके बाद से तो.
Yeah,
24 of 11, yeah.
2 run और लिए.
22 of 10, yeah.
I feel like if Rabada can land 1 or 2 Yorkers right in the block hole, even if it doesn't
This is
get
the
him out,
game. If Surya doesn't get out this over, then I think it's Mumbai's game to win for sure. I think Odean Smith, Mumbai will be fancying their chances. आज सूर्य भी try कर रहे होंगे कि यार Odean Smith का तो ओवर आराम से निकाल लूंगा. Maybe get more 7-8 runs in this over. I think it's a Mumbai's game then.
You should keep like 15 runs for the last over, as 15 runs Suryakumar Yadav can do it in the last over. They have
Dot
more
ball.
7 runs of 4 balls.
a single has been neglected by Surya Kumar Yadav.
Yeah, he didn't take a single dot ball. Yeah.
9 or 22 of 9. Surya knows what he's doing in my opinion. I think he knows कहाँ से runs आने वाले हैं अभी. And very important to play the next 3 deliveries all by himself. एक दो boundary और, and I think it's Mumbai's game to win. Satvik has an interesting stat
And
for
एक
us
दो
here.
boundary bola आपने and ball is
Out.
in the air
Surya
and
out.
it's taken. Odean Smith is the one to take the catch, and I think it's curtains now. I think there's no doubt about it.
Oh, that looked like it's going all the way. Maybe still they'll have to check the no ball first because Kagiso Rabada has a tendency at this time to bowl a no ball. So
Okay, let's hope not. Because with Punjab Kings luck, you never know. It can always be.
What do you make of this rule, guys? I mean, the new batsman coming in and taking the strike, the crossing thing. I think I'm in favor of this rule. I mean, I prefer when there are two batsmen like Jaydev Unadkat is the preferred batter Mumbai want to strike right now, but it has to be M. Ashwin. So I think that rule will really help bowlers and teams in the coming games and in the future as well. What do you think, Naresh, of this?
Yeah, it's good. Rather, actually, one more. I think they picked it up from 100, right? Last year, 100. Then
right.
There's one more rule they should have picked up is the over rate rule. I think on the 75th minute, if you're not bowling your last over, you get a fielder in for the rest of the overs.
Yeah.
Because financial penalty honestly doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Or you're having a zero tolerance that the captain is suspended the next game. That's not going to happen. So
Exactly.
You need to do something which impacts the game there and there because of a slow over it. But this one is good. Yeah, it's quite a very fair because as it is, it's a T20 is a batter dominated game. So you get a new batter to face.
Yeah. 8 balls, 22 runs.
It's 7 now.
Yeah. M. Ashwin is on strike.
Any hope left? I would like to ask, as you all three are Mumbai Indians fans.
Look.
Any hope? Even 0.1%. There
Akshat,
aren't many times I get a chance to nominate Mumbai Indians fans as a Punjab Kings fan. But today I'm on the 7th moon, so finally I'm getting the chance to ask you all that Do you have any chance? Do you have any belief in your players? Because I haven't had belief in my players, and they've proved me wrong. I'm really happy that they have.
And Josh is saying Josh has some hope left. Yes. And this is what it all comes down to. Am I seriously missing batting there? I'm still amazed a team like them have not yet identified their errors or mistakes. So we'll see what happens in the coming game. But obviously, a lot of positives from this game when it comes to the batting department. That at one stage, 199 looked very, very far for Umay. 33 for 2, I think, was the score when Tilak Verma came into bat. So I think Tilak Verma and Deval Brevis have done a great job, identifying that we can do this in these stages. But इससे ये भी पता चलता है कि यार बॉलिंग को भी ना ध्यान रखनी पड़ेगी मुंबई की. आप इतने रन्स हर बार आप कंसीड नहीं कर सकते. You have to come up with some plans because in the middle overs, I don't think any other team is considering more runs than Mumbai Indians right now. There is always an over of 20 plus runs. Yeah.
Actually, that is where we lost the first two games.
Exactly.
Against Delhi, we had things under control. They were 104 for 6 after 15th, and the next 3 overs, the game ended. Akshar and
Lalit
Yadav. Lalit Yadav. And then against RR, we gave so many overs with 20 plus runs. So if things were different there, even one game out of those two, it would have been a very different approach. Currently, it's becoming an approach where everyone is lacking confidence. So
right. Avdut is saying that disappointment, and there's only being disappointment. Yes, as an MI fan, it hurts for sure. But let's see. Maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel this season.
So Unatkar has hit a 6.
That's a big shot from Unatkar for a 6.
16 of 5 is the
Odin Smith is under pressure. Irrespective of who's batting.
Because it's Odin Smith.
Satvik, Garvit, do you have any hope left? 0.001% of Odin Smith.
Why not? It's Odin Smith. Always give him a chance.
Okay. You gave him a chance last game. It didn't work out well. Satvik say, I'm not sure he got the last over because of Odin Smith.
If he can lose to Jaidev Unatkar and Murugan Ashwin, I don't know what Punjab can't lose to. Like, we've hit lows before this, but I think this would be more embarrassing than not being able to chase 4 of the last over or getting hit for 12 of the last 2 balls.
एक thing पता है क्या एक काम नहीं करते आजकल bowlers when they are under pressure, they don't try to switch sides. I mean, round the wicket, bowling to the longer boundary makes more sense rather than bowling short into the batter at this stage. So I think Odin Smith can try that when it comes to containing the boundaries.
Yeah, I still don't think Odin Smith is under pressure because he knows that it's Jaidev Unatkar in front of him and he needs 16 of 5 balls. So I still think he would back his gut and go with his original.
I think he's underestimating Jaidev Unatkar.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, how do you estimate Jaidev Unatkar's batting? Like, how can you underestimate when there's like that level of low? You have never seen him win matches in the IPL. How can you underestimate
Odin Smith is not express pace. If it was Rabada bowling the last, Unatkar would have been not sure. Because of less space, Unatkar probably feels that that 125, 130 pace he can manage and time it well.
So Sanmay Singh, now with Pune games over and Wankhede games starting for MI, will this somewhere increase morale or confidence of MI as they will be back home? They still have 4 Wankhede games left. Interesting point. I mean, but the conditions are pretty much similar. I don't think much difference will be there. Because Brabon pe khele the, I think similar conditions will be at Wankhede as well. Smaller boundaries, dews.
Yeah.
And
Unatkar out.
It's out.
Unatkar out.
This is game set and match in my opinion. Maybe just take the no ball once.
Yes, of course. It has to be a no.
But Anil Kumble is happy. Yes, Anil Kumble has a big smile on his face.
For a change.
Yeah, for a change. Judge is saying in Wankhede we'll write new history. That is what MI fans are all about. I mean, they never give up after losing 4 or 5 games in a row. They haven't lost yet, but who's coming in? Jasprit Bumrah is coming in next. 3 or 14. They need a boundary of
Well,
almost
no,
every
Jasprit
match.
Bumrah is a very talented batter. He can finish off the game for Mumbai Indians. I'm scared.
Sathik is saying I'm still not sure who's going to win. Destiny saying Doom Punjabi is a huge Punjab fan, I believe. Yeah.
Doom Punjabi for life.
Yes. Sai is saying yes, Odion can turn the match around. I don't know how you mean that. Maybe sarcastically, maybe in terms of MI's favor or Punjab's favor. I still don't know that.
So it bowled a wide.
It's
So
a wide.
can Bumrah
Bowled wide.
two
Then he
sixes
edged a
in?
couple of deliveries for 4. It was 13
Oh, okay,
for
he's
3 in
bowling
the
around
last
the
10
wicket.
minutes.
Exactly. He's bowling around the wicket, right? Just try to aim for the stumps, man. That's what he has to do. Just
And it's edged. I think it is going to
Out.
court and it's
Out,
out.
out. Yeah.
13 of 2 needed. You still never know. It could be a super over. I'm genuinely scared of whoever.
13 of 2. Odion Smith has one more run in his bag to defend than the
You
last
still
game.
have
But
Timal Mills to come into bat. I'm genuinely scared. He could do wonders on the pitch with the bat.
Garvit is never confident with his team, I believe. Yeah. So it's Punjab Kings. The camp is very happy, and they should be. They have defended a score.
Shikhar Dhawan is standing on third man.
And how ironic is it that two ex-Mumbai team management or coaches, John T. Rhodes and Anil Kumble, they literally know everything about how the franchise works. So obviously they must have थोड़ा कुछ तो बताया होगा कि यार इनको ऐसे सिचुएशन में ये डाल देते हैं या वैसे डाल देते हैं.
It's a talent pipeline, Mumbai Indians actually is a
Exactly.
talent pipeline of support and players.
Audience with
Yes,
the
so
Timal
this is the
Mills.
big
What do you
question. This
think
is the big question.
will happen?
Yes, I think the game is pretty much done. So, Akshat, Naresh, what changes for MI in the next game do you see? Because we have talked a lot about the left-arm spinners, maybe an extra fast bowler, maybe an extra batter, extra all-rounder. What do you think will Rohit Sharma and team management do? Finally, will they, come out of that thinking, यार अभी back करते हैं, बहुत back कर लिया. Now I think it's time to think. एक और loss, and then it's like done for the season. Akshat, go ahead.
Yeah, like maybe they can bring Fabian Allen in because he can play the role of like one of the Pandya brothers, which is Krunal Pandya. So Fabian Allen, I think that under Rohit Sharma's captaincy would do good instead of like someone like Jaydev Unadkat maybe, who is like expensive in the last overs as well. So Fabian Allen would work as he would also give an extra batting option and bowling option. I think the perfect left arm spinner and all rounder, which Mumbai needs right now. So maybe he can come in.
Odion Smith 4 for 30. Unexpected at once. You never know what this game can do. So the game is done. Punjab has won by 12 or 11 runs. 12 runs, yeah.
I really feel like Timal Mills had the potential to finish it off for the team.
Yeah, so Garvit,
But
before I come to you, Naresh, I just want to know your opinion on the changes. Do you think MI should be making? Because it's high time. As MI fans, they expect a win right now.
Yeah, they need to relook whether they want to continue with Murugan as a spin option. Look at Markande and Fabian Allen both coming in. Does Thumpy need a break? Look at Meredith because he's also fast. And then there's no harm, I don't think there should be any limit of the number of changes you want to make in a playing 11 because you still haven't got a winning combination. You haven't won a game. So there's no harm in that. So go ahead and make those changes, get the fresh legs out from the bench because these guys have gone through the stress, give them a break. There's no harm. Sometimes a break helps,
Right. Garvit, 7 नंबर से सीधे 3 नंबर पे जंप मार दिए टेबल पे. So very 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 happy with the performance if I'm not wrong.
Of course, like as simple as that. We've been like champions, and hopefully we can qualify with the playoffs this time around.
Do you play Bhanuka Rajapaksha for Johnny Bairstow next game? Is my question.
Yeah, just because he's not keeping, there's no sense of Johnny Bairstow playing at number 3. Because as good as Bhanuka Rajapaksha was, he was not the best keeper we had.
Yeah.
I feel like Johnny Bairstow should have played if he was keeping, but now that Jitesh Sharma has impressed even as a keeper and as a batter, I think Bhanuka Rajapaksha should come in.
I still believe that Johnny and Shikhar Dhawan will make a great opening pair. Mayank can bat at number 3 if I'm not wrong, but Johnny at 3, I don't think in a T20 game it must, because for England we all know what he does at top of the order, even in a 50-over game. So I think Punjab, if they can look at that, maybe there is 6 overs, 85 for no loss at some stage in the future. So on that note, thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much everyone in the chat. Thank you Garvit, thank you Naresh, thank you Akshat for joining. Before going, like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are the Third Man Cricket Show. We'll be back again tomorrow to review tomorrow's game as well. So at 10 p.m, join us again on our YouTube channel. And just let's keep increasing this Third Man family. And thank you so much everyone in the chat. Jash, Mohit, Rahul, Atman, Sanmay, Ronak, everyone. I think these are the familiar faces which we are seeing nowadays in the chat as well. So hopefully we continue to do that in the future. Thank you so much once again. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Good night.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Bye.